So this is for anybody who says that cats just don't do anything when you get home, they just sit there. Hi, kitty. Every time I come home from work, he's always right here. The second I open the door, I think it's because he hears the chain on my wallet. That's why he comes running. In all seriousness, what this vlog is really about. It's another story time. Kind of like I almost died vlog. This is where I have to wait 15 minutes, but you guys don't have to. I skipped this part. Away we go. At this point, you're wondering what the fuck am I doing? So I'm just gonna talk about who we are, because I haven't really said what the fuck Darktides is yet. When I was 8 years old, I used to sneak out of my bedroom and into the hallway in my old apartment, and I used to be able to watch scary movies and things like that my parents would be watching. Like, they couldn't see me in the hallway. I get caught occasionally, and I would get in shit, and I get grounded. But it made me want to watch scary movies. So my mom decided, hey, if you want to watch a scary movie, how about you watch the making of first? Maybe then you won't be as scared, it'll be okay if you watch the scary movie. I decided to watch the making of. I fell more in love with watching the making of than wanting to watch the scary movie itself. I just got so fascinated with filmmaking and like that whole production thing, like that's what I want to do. At 8 years old, I got my very first camera, and my mom was really into like ghosts and things like that, so me and my friend Brandon, we went out with my camera. We used to ghost hunt. We never got anything on footage. I mean, I would take the footage back to my bedroom, I'd plug it into my Windows XP computer, put it on Windows Movie Maker, and I'd skim through the footage looking for anything that would point out to a ghost. Obviously, I found like a face. I'd be like, oh, even though it was like a fucking rock. Anyway, so from there on though, it kind of just took off from there. I started making lip syncing videos to bands I like. It started with Eminem, Linkin Park, and things like that. I will never post these because they're embarrassing as hell, but I probably shouldn't have said that. You probably want to see it now. But from there on, I started my very first film. When I was 10, I had short brown hair, blonde streaks. I wore sunglasses indoors, and I wore those flame button-up shirts that are like t-shirts. I was a douchebag. Anyway, still relevant. I made my very first movie called Regum of War. What the fuck does that mean? I have no idea. This movie had 4 characters in the story, which the story made no fucking sense, and it was played by 2 people. Me and Brandon. We took turns swapping characters and things like that, and it's a horrible movie. Maybe one day I'll show you guys that, if Brandon's okay with me showing you guys. From there on, it went on to something called The Rancherland. Now this was my very first full story movie. It was only like about half an hour long. It was just a movie about like a creature that could take over people, and the only way that it moves on its species is by taking over another host. It's very, very simple fucking monster movie. Anyway, it moved on to something called DX6 Mania. Now this happened roughly at the age of like 13, 14 for me. The whole inspiration came from Viva La Bam. I was inspired by Jackass and all their stupid videos that they made. I have no idea what DX6 Mania is supposed to mean, by the way. It came from a symbol that was on a shirt. It's not even the brand, it was just letters that were jumbled together. I saw it and I was like, DX6. That's cool. So the show was literally supposed to be just like me and my friends going around doing stuff kind of like Jackass, except nowhere near as extreme because we're 14. And we never really finished anything out of those episodes. I went on to make about 4. They turned into movies rather than episodes. I never got to post them because I've lost a lot of that footage. They're buried away on a hard drive somewhere, and I will get them one day to show you guys. But then I moved to Calgary. The whole DX6 Mania team and everything, we all split up. My band split up, everything split up. Everything got put on hold for about 2 years until I came back. And when I came back to the town, it was hard to get things back up and running. That's why I've been back since 2013, and I'm just getting vlogs started now, and I haven't even finished my band's album just yet. What I'm trying to do with Darktides here is now I'm starting a show that's supposed to come out in 2017. There's no release date yet. I plan on having this show kind of take that DX6 Mania idea and I stepped it up a little bit. There's a little more than DX6 Mania. Now there's Sick Facts in there, which is another segment of the Darktides show. DX6 Mania is now a segment of the Darktides show. But this Darktides show is really just to fuel what my future projects are. I plan on making a few web series in the future, but I don't want to talk about that too much yet because there's a lot that needs to be set in place before I can say that that's a for sure thing. If you like this vlog, don't forget to leave a like or subscribe if you haven't already. See ya!